Now this is happening. This is the Ninja Creami. It's an ice cream maker that allows you to make your own homemade pints of ice cream and other frozen desserts using whatever ingredients you want. Apparently this thing was a huge trend online last year, but I don't really follow trends, and so I only just heard about it last week, but it sounded awesome. And to be honest, I've always kind of wanted some kind of ice cream making machine, but they always seemed expensive and complicated. This thing, it's about $200, which admittedly is a little pricey, but from all the videos I've seen, I was kind of sold because it seems like it's pretty awesome and I could probably get a lot of use making ice cream and frozen yogurt using the Ninja Creami. So I just got this thing, let's put it to the test. So I guess this thing is sort of like an industrial ice cream blender. You freeze all of your ingredients together in the pint, and then you put the frozen pint in here, and it blends and chops it all up to a nice smooth consistency. I wanted to do a bunch of different flavor tests, but the problem is it only comes with one pint and one lid. I ordered some extras and the delivery got delayed, so it's not here yet. But I'll go ahead and mix up the first batch, and then I'll mix up the other ones as soon as the other pints come in the mail. But let's go ahead and get started on this one today, and then I'll do the other ones very shortly. All right, so I am just making this up as I go. Let's just see how this turns out. I want to try to do a s'mores flavored low-calorie frozen yogurt. So first thing I'm going to use is some of this Dannon Light and Fit toasted marshmallow flavored Greek yogurt. All right, so I will add 1 container of this toasted marshmallow yogurt. Now just to add some liquid, I'm going to add about half a cup of this Fairlife fat-free milk. I'll probably be adding more in a minute, but for now, let's start with half a cup or about 133 grams. And let me go ahead and stir this together just to kind of liquefy it. Now the reason I wanted it more liquefied is because I'm adding protein powder, and of course I'm adding some jet puffed marshmallow flavored since we're doing s'mores. So we got the marshmallow yogurt and a scoop of the marshmallow protein powder. There we go. Once again, I'm going to stir this. Now to add some chocolate to this s'mores flavor, I'm going to add some of this Jell-O Zero Sugar Pudding. And I've got about 1/4 of a packet, or about 9.75 grams. Go ahead and add that in. Now they say frozen desserts need to be extra sweet, so just in case I'm going to add some of this sugar-free syrup. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons. 1 and 2. Hopefully that'll help add a little extra sweetness. Now I've seen people add xanthan gum as a thickener. I don't know if it actually is going to need this, but I'm going to add about 1 teaspoon or about 4.5 grams of xanthan gum. And now I just want to fill it up to the max fill line with a little bit more of that fat-free milk. I'm not sure how much I need, so I'm going to go with 1/2 cup and then see how much more I need from there. All right. Actually, that's probably pretty good. That's pretty close. Yeah, I'll call it there. So we've got a full cup of milk. That's an easy measurement. And now I'm just going to whisk everything together. All right, I'll be honest, I don't think the whisk got all of the lumps out. I'm going to use an immersion blender instead. All right, that is already some thick, creamy stuff. You know, I still think it could be sweeter, so maybe this is a mistake, but I'm going to add 5 packets of sucralose, which is, you know, Splenda. I'd like this to be nice and sweet. This is nice and a nice thick consistency that hopefully means this will make for a really good frozen yogurt. All right, I'll work with that. Go ahead and put the lid on it and put this thing in the freezer overnight. So they say it needs to freeze for 24 hours, and they also say it should be on a flat, level surface, because if it freezes at an angle, it could totally mess up your blades since they come down flat. So I'm gonna put it right down here on the bottom of the freezer so it's as level as possible. All right, let's let that freeze and try it out tomorrow.
the next day.
And I'm back. It's day 2. I've got my frozen pint here now ready. Let's make some ice cream. So they say it's important to let it sit out for about 10 minutes just to soften a little bit around the edges so it doesn't destroy your machine, because I guess if it's totally solid, it could be damaging. You'll notice that it's kind of raised here in the center because when liquids freeze, they expand. Some people have suggested shaving that down a little bit to try to make it as smooth and flat as possible. Others don't worry about it. I'm gonna do that because I just want to be careful. But yeah, I'll smooth it out, I'll let it sit for a few minutes, and then I'll pop it in here and let's do our first spin. So to flatten out that bump, I'm gonna try using a spoon and just see if I can scrape this a little bit. It might be kind of hard to do, but maybe I should put this on the counter. So it's taking a little bit of effort, but not terrible. Again, I don't know if this is totally necessary, but it's a new machine and it was a little pricey. I don't want to damage it, so yeah, I'm just gonna at least do a little bit of this smoothing on that bump there. That might be enough. Yeah, that's probably pretty good. Just a little bit to smooth it out some. All right. So let it sit for a few more minutes and then we'll put it in and try it out. All right, I think we're ready to try it. So I'm gonna put the pint right in there, snap the lid on, and put it on the machine. We turn and twist. All right, we're ready to go. And I'm gonna hit light ice cream. I think that is the setting that will probably be best for this frozen yogurt. So let's hit the button and let it blend.
It's gonna blow!
All right, looks like we're done with the first spin. So take it off. Let's see how it looks. Now, people say it's usually kind of powdery on the first spin. Let's take a look. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, wow, this is actually really creamy. It's probably because of the Jell-O pudding mix and the other stuff. You know what, I'm gonna give this a quick taste test now. I thought I'd have to put it in for a second spin, but this might be good. Oh, man. Oh, wow. 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 That's far better than I expected, especially after yesterday when I tested it when I first mixed it. This is really good. Holy cow. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I need to add anything to it. It is like thick and fluffy and creamy and delicious. Holy cow. The only thing I need to do is the final touch, because this is supposed to be s'mores after all. So I'm going to add a little bit of some graham cracker cookies and some chocolate and do the mix-in setting. So let's do that. All right, so let's add some mix-ins. Right here in the center, I'm just going to add, I guess, 1.5 of these fudge graham cookies. They're basically just, graham crackers coated in chocolate. Stick that right down there in the center. Yeah. Sorry about that. Then I'm going to add 2 pieces of Hershey's Zero Sugar Chocolate. This might be overkill, I don't really know, but like I said, this whole thing is just an experiment. So let me stick 1, get 1 more, and 2. Put the lid back on and mix it in. And since we're just adding mix-ins, we're just going to hit the mix-in button. There we go. All right, well, this is weird. The blade came off of the lid and is in in the pint here. That's a little weird. One of these pieces of chocolate did not get mixed in. It's just whole. Odd. Oh well. Let's see how it tastes. All right, well, even though I had that little weird mishap with the blade, it looks like a lot of the stuff got mixed in other than that, right? Or do we have no, I have another whole chunk of chocolate there. I don't know. That's odd. Let me see if it got mixed in at all. Strange. Even though I might need to adjust the way I put the blade on or something, I don't know. But overall, though, this is insanely good. No, there's another chunk of cookie right there. Well, let me see how it is with this big chunk of the cookie. Maybe what I'll do next time is break the pieces up, put them in here, and then let it mix. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. I don't really know. I really like this one. I'll probably have to stop because I'll eat the whole thing. But even if I did eat the whole thing, the entire pint here is 480 calories. Not super high, not super low. I mean, it's still fairly low. You could eat the entire pint and have 480 calories. And 51 grams of protein. So this could even be like a meal replacement if you wanted to do that. The protein shake, the yogurt, a lot of the stuff that I would normally have for breakfast anyway, just in a frozen form. So I would say my very first attempt ever at using this Ninja Creami was pretty much a success, except for the mix-in thing. I'll see if I can get that figured out in future batches. But man, I'm really impressed. This is amazing. Well, I will wait on UPS to deliver those other 2 pints and then see if I can try a few other flavors and let you know how those go in an upcoming video. Thanks so much for watching The Cog is Shred. My name is John. Stick around for more.